The biggest question I have is, the defense have me walk, but if you catch up to me and hook the legs, is that it? It's Donzo, nothing I can do, or...
All right, guys, welcome back to another breakdown. This time we're going to look at the fight between Tyron Woodley and Vicente Luque. Today I have a special guest. It's an honor to have my student and co-host of today's fight is Marshall Mine. Okay, Marshall's here today. So we're going to do a breakdown to kind of show what happened in the fight. There was very little grappling, but as always, the grappling was pretty significant in the fight. Okay. All right, so let's start from the turtle position. After exchanges, Tyron Woodley landed in the turtle position. He was kind of out. One thing's for sure, I believe Luque could have probably had a chance to knock him out or go for like a TKO at least, right? But he played a very gracious and gentleman game where she went straight to the choke. He was exposing his back and his neck. So Luque first starts with leaning his shoulder into his back, so it's very hard for his opponent to come up like this, right? He's already putting that pressure, exactly. And because he was stunned, Tyron Woodley really wasn't moving, and probably, again, because he had been hit in the face significantly a whole lot in that round. So when you do this position, guys, it's very important, especially with MMA gloves, because they're so thick and they're kind of getting in the way. You want to grab that part with this S grip right here, okay? So as I grab that S grip, I'm able to stuff and bring my elbow down to stuff the neck so I can pass it through. Now, I don't have very long arms, so if I can do it, pretty much anyone can, because I'm extremely technical when I do it. Push back with my elbow down the neck, stuff all the way as much as I can. Luque even does this twice. He stuffs it again to kind of get as much control as he can, and he slides it to his bicep. My head's really close to his back. I'm cupping the back of his back as well, his lat, and I'm controlling my bicep. Now he falls to the left shoulder. This is a perfect example because the wall is going to act like the fence. Usually to counter this, you have to continue to escape your hips exactly to create space. But because Woodley was so close to the wall, he was kind of trapped. He tried to walk the wall, but it didn't work. So Luque squeezes, closes the distance, traps the top leg, hooks. And right here is very simple jiu-jitsu, guys. He's just going to keep this grip, and he's going to squeeze his elbows together until he gets the tap. Okay? So we'll do one more time from this angle so you can see the other side. Okay, so we'll go, let's see, come this way. Let's go here, move this way, please. The other way, like that. So you guys can see, as I'm attacking this side, I'm shooting my arm through this way. So as I shoot my arm through, this is the grip I have. You can do an S grip, you can do a gable grip, you can grab the top of your glove or your fist, and I'm gonna push down with my elbow, put my ear very tight, drive my shoulder into him as well, so that way he doesn't have a lot of space to come up, and pass my arm through as much as I can. You don't want to stay here. I won't be able to control or to finish the choke. I want to really reach, like I'm trying to reach inside a hole or something, right? I'm really trying to reach somewhere. Now I can squeeze. Now here's the important part. I can't finish it here. I have to dump him to my left side. When I dump him, I can actually finish. But if the guy knows jiu-jitsu, he knows the escape. So I want to trap. I want to be able to follow him, catch that top leg. Look at how my bottom leg reaches over. As I have this position, I squeeze my elbows together, stay very tight, and get the tap. Okay, guys. So simple breakdown. Darce choke is very popular in Nogi jiu-jitsu, where people fight in the ADCC. They fight in the Nogi World Championships, the Nogi Pan Ams. And in MMA, it's very, very common, especially when the person is using underhooks. He's trapping himself with that arm, and it usually leads to a lot of those slips from the turtle position.
The biggest question I have is, the defense have me walk, but if you catch up to me and hook the legs, is that it? It's Donzo, nothing I can do, or is there anything else that could be done, like a last resort?
Okay, good. That was a really good question. And here's a complex answer for that. Depends on the position of the arm. Okay. In the fight, Luque had a really, really tight position. The cage did not help. Obviously, he did not help him. So it was really tough for him to do it. The third thing I want to say, right, about that is if Woodley was fresh and if he was all there, because he got hit, he got rocked a few times. If he was all there, I think he could have. Okay. And here's you basically want to know, like, what is the defense? Like, what are you supposed to do, right? Is that really your question? Yeah. And if you're stuck there, can you still get out? Yes. Okay. But the question, I like to compare it like any other sport, right? if you're on the 1 yard line, there's 99 yards to go. What play do you run? What's the best play to not get a safety, right? Or like, you know, if you're in another type of sport and you're pinned back and you're down, you know, 20 points, how do you come back? This is kind of the question. Can you come back? Yes. What are the chances? Not very good, right? So if you're in that position and you're stuck, some of the things you can do is try to bring your elbow to your hip.
Okay, can you show it?
No, absolutely. So remember, the choke is happening because carotid arteries are trapped, right?
Okay.
One side is by the arm, the other side is by your own arm.
Okay.
That's what's choking you. So in order to keep this from choking you, you have to create space.
Okay.
So theoretically, right, if I bring my elbow down to my hip so like go ahead and do the choke, right? So as you're doing the choke, come this way. You can finish the choke here. Yeah, feed it through, and already there it's tight. Okay, let's come back real quick. If you're trying to do the same thing, but now my elbow is to my hip, try to feed the same exact thing.
Right there.
Yeah, now try to finish. You can't, because nothing is blocking this carotid,
Gotcha.
right? So the question is more to answer it specifically. Can you escape? Yes. Is it very difficult? Absolutely. That's like saying, how do I score a 99-yard touchdown when I'm pinned back? I mean, you can do it with a quick slant. You can do it with a toss. You can do it but at that point, Tyron Woodley was so deep that the only thing he could have done is, as he walked back, he should have tried to climb high enough not to get his leg taken.
Okay.
Does that make sense? As soon as Luque was smart. If you look at the video again, look at the fight, he goes 1, 2, right? So if I have you, so let's try this, watch. If I have this position and you're pinned against the wall, come back real fast. Or maybe you do it to me, right? So you can see it. So come back on this side. So you go for that darce, right? It's connected, it's tight. Now you're gonna fall to your left shoulder. Yeah, okay. So he tries to walk and he can't. Okay, the other thing he could have done, because it was so tight, is get this hand that was up here and bring it down all the way to his leg, to his hip.
Okay.
And posture. That creates a little bit of space. It doesn't mean I'm out. Now, you're able to hook this leg, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's over. So at this position, he can't.
Okay.
The only thing he could have done is, as you chase my leg, try to chase my leg, I block and I frame and I keep my elbow down.
Okay.
So now try to finish and walk. Okay, so I'm doing several things here. I'm putting my elbow to my hip. I'm blocking his trap, right? And because I'm trapped, I have some sort of frame. It's a bad thing for me, but it's also a good thing because now I can push back a little bit.
Okay.
Now, if you do trap the leg, not all is over, but it is very hard. Woodley was here. Look, I'm already choking. I mean, it's already tapping. So I got to bring the elbow down.
Okay.
I got to get my foot back out. And then I'm going to probably hook underneath your leg. So if you try to chase my leg, it's very hard. Right? And then maybe because of the cage and adrenaline, I could either wait out the round or walk that fence and come up all the way on the other side and keep walking and keep you away. If you try to chase me again, I stay here. But as long as my elbow is down, you cannot choke me.
And this is actually like releasing already.
It's releasing pressure, adrenaline dump, right? The guys are tired, lactic acid has been produced, right? So you can get out, but those are the details. Okay. Bringing the elbow all the way down. Woodley's here the whole time. And again, I'm not, he's a super athlete, right? Former world champion. I can't say, oh, he should have done, right? Technically he should have, but he'd been rocked. So he's already out. Him being non-reactive showed that. But his arm's here. And then when he tries to walk the cage, his leg's just dangling and Luque just hooks it. So maybe framing against it, maybe hooking underneath the bottom leg to just be desperate and be like, I do not want to get hooked or connected because I'm probably going to get choked. And connecting this elbow all the way down would have been a big piece of the puzzle. I always tell my students, when you feel they're attacking the neck and the arm, bring it here. Okay. They cannot choke you. It's once they get this lever, right, across, you're in trouble. Same thing with the triangle. If you're ever going to get triangled, they can't triangle you here, right? But they can triangle you here. Okay. Same concept.
Gotcha. Okay. And okay, thank you.
Did that answer your question?
Answers my question.
Good.
Perfect.
Awesome. Guys, for more questions, just go to the comments, ask it away, and we'll be able to answer them for you. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Thanks for watching.